Thank you for joining another edition of AARP Foundation Experience Corps in your community. My name is O.S. Owen, and I'm your host, and I am the volunteer recruiter for the AARP Foundation Experience Corps program. Today we have in our studios one of our 7-year volunteers, Hattie Berry. Hattie, thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you.
You know, you are one of our pride and joys. Those volunteers that have been with us for 7 years have watched this program transition and go from A to Z. You have brought in other volunteers. So thank you so much for being on our show
You're
today.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
If you have any interest in volunteering with the AARP Foundation Experience Corps, give us a call at 312-660-8655. 312-660-8655. We are looking for folks who are 50 and over to be volunteer tutors and mentors for kindergartners, first graders, second graders, and third graders in the Chicago Public Schools. So 312-660-8655. And we have here in our studio one of those super fantastic, phenomenal volunteers. Now, Hattie, how did you find this program?
I was volunteering at a school, and the principal came up to me and she said, I need you to go upstairs and talk to AARP. And at first I was reluctant to go because I said, I'm already with AARP. And she said, no, I'm not talking about the insurance people, whoever. She said, but just go upstairs and just listen to them. So I went up there and listened to what they had to say, and I was hooked on it. And I've been doing it ever since. Well, first of all, my granddaughter was going to that school, too.
So was that the reason why you were volunteering at the school?
Yes, I was volunteering because my granddaughter was going there. And she was in pre-K when they asked me, and she's in 6th grade now. But I was at the school because of her. And then, like I said, the principal, she the one came to me and brought it to my attention because she said, well, the kids here know you and they respect you and you have more control over them. Just go listen to what they have to say. And then once I listened to them, and I said, oh, yeah, I can do this. I said, it seems like this is going to be fun. And I said, kindergarten to 3rd grade, oh, that's not really a challenge, but it is a challenge.
It is. But now, you've been doing this program for 7 years.
7 years.
So tell our viewing audience, what keeps you coming back? I mean, for 7 years?
It's the kids, the challenge, and how I can help them be better readers, better understanding what they need to do, how to get the work done and everything. It's just something that I enjoy doing.
So now, out of your 7 years, give us a story. There's got to be some student or young scholar that attached themselves to you and that you made a huge impact in their lives. Give us a story. Can you give us a couple stories?
I had one student. He was with me from 2nd grade. He just transferred out to school last year before we moved. And he attached himself to me. And I would help him with his reading and anything else that I could help him with because I was in that room with them. And he was always, well, Miss Berry, can you take me home with you? And Miss Berry, can you do this? And I met his mother and father, and they wanted to know who was this woman.
Who was this Hattie Berry?
That their son would talk about all the time. And then when he first came there, all he did was cry. And I told him, I said, no, we're not going to cry. We're here to help you. Come on, you're going to be right here with me. I'm going to help you. Mm-hmm. And we're going to I'm going to help you do your work, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. Because you're going to be a big boy now, and you're going to do this. And every day he would come. He said, Miss Berry, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I said, well, good. I said, then you're really going to be a big boy. You don't cry. You're going to do your work, and you're not going to be bad. You're not going to pull nobody's hair or anything. I said, you're going to be a big boy, do your work. and he's been good ever since. When he transferred, he cried. His mother and father came to me, and they didn't tell me what school he was going to. They was taking him to, but they was out the district, so they had to leave and stuff.
Okay, but now, so now you motivated, you guided this young scholar into this phenomenal person. How did that make you feel?
Make me feel good. Made me feel like I did something.
Because you did.
Made me feel like I turned this child's life around.
You know, you provided the emotional and social support.
And I told him, I said, you know, you got my phone number. I said, your mother, father have my number. If you need to call and talk to me when you get to your new school, I'm here for you and everything.
Yeah. So you just exemplify the fact that you don't have to make them yours.
Right.
And you, as a woman, as Mother Nature, as I like to refer, you can touch a child and feel the love or the lack of love and feel what is needed. And our children, like everybody else, listens to everybody else but the parents, right? So you were that everybody else. And you come and they come home and say what they've learned and they mention your name.
Right.
And then the rest is history.
Yes.
So now, okay, so you've been doing this for 7 years. How did you start recruiting? Because you've recruited countless volunteers, and those volunteers are recruiting other volunteers, so you've put this wave in motion. So how did that happen?
Okay, the first year I was there, and I said, oh, this seems like it's going to be nice and stuff. And I said, you're really helping the kids and stuff. And so everybody that I knew, I had retired from Sara Lee, and I wanted to keep busy. And I had said, well, I'm at the school with my granddaughter, volunteering. This is making me busy and stuff. And so everybody that I knew at the time was retiring too. I said, come on over and do this and do this. And I gave them the literature and everything. And they said, oh, no, I don't think I want to do this. I said, you know what? It's fun. And I said, you helping these kids. And I said, they need somebody. I said, you know how our kids don't read as good as they should. I said, this is only a 2-hour program, 2 days a week. And I said, you're really helping the kids. I said, you're going to like it. Just come and sit in the classroom with me and watch what I be doing. Even though I'm the team leader, but I'll tutor at a time, too, if I have to. I said, just come and watch me or either my other tutors and see for yourself. And so when they came and they watched, well, first I had to ask the principal to get his okay with her. So she would say it was fine. So they came and they watched. And then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then I tried to recruit everybody around in my neighborhood because everybody was retired and everything.
And when you retire, what's the next level of service? What's the next level of impact? We reach a certain age, we've raised families, we've had a successful career. Now, what's the next level?
Right, what's the next, what am I going to do? And I figured, okay, my granddaughter, she was with me. And I said, well, I just can't sit here doing nothing because I'm used to working. And when I retired, I said, oh, no, I can't sit here and do nothing. I got to get, and I'm steady getting up at the same time. Yep. So I would get up now to get her ready for school. I'd take her to the school, and then I would come back home. The first time I came back, she started crying. So I said, no, I can't leave her there, even though I knew it would have been best for her. But the next day I stayed. The teacher asked me to stay. And she said, oh, you can just help around, do this and do that. And I did it. And so she said, if you want to come back every day, if you can, if you want to, you be helping me and this and that. And I said, well, I don't want her to get attached to me.
Yes.
She still got to be by herself. But she didn't get attached. She just looked to see if I was over in the corner
really
and stuff. Yeah.
Big Mama's over there, so
right.
Good. So now, let me ask you this. Okay, so now you're tutoring in the program. You're recruiting people because you've identified the talent in them. How did the training help you? Because, we give some serious training there.
Yeah.
How did the training what did the training do for you?
It helped me to understand exactly what these kids really needed. As far as like reading was concerned and what really they was looking for, like literacy and stuff like that. And pronounce the words, to pronounce the sounds and stuff. Some of the kids, they didn't understand that. And then when I went to training, I really didn't understand either at first. But I'm glad the training is good. 2 and 3 times of however long.
Yeah,
it's
right.
in
That
it.
2-day training.
Right, it's good.
Yeah.
And
because see, we want folks to know that you don't have to be a teacher or a professor.
Right.
You know, you worked at Sara Lee for a while, so you weren't a teacher.
I wasn't
you
a
were
teacher.
A lay person. You were a mama. You were a pillar in the community. So you came in, got the training, found out the process, and you've just excelled. You've just excelled, and you recruited volunteers. Now, all right, so now you're a tutor. When did you decide to become a team leader? And tell our viewing audience, what does a team leader do? I mean, we have our volunteers that actually do the 30-minute structured session. Then we have a team leader that manages those volunteers. So how did you become a team leader?
well, the team, the person that recruited me, she said, well, this is what I want you to do as a team leader. She said, you keep their attendance, you assign them to the classroom, the teacher, and then they give you 3 kids for each session that you have. And what else? She told me that, and then you just go check on them, make sure they're doing the right thing.
And you fill in the gaps when somebody can't
right,
make
I
it.
fill in the gaps if a tutor is absent. They review for them, and it's more like being a team lead is more like being an administrative assistant, because you got a lot of paperwork that you have to do, which is fun.
Well, you do it
It's
so
fun.
well. You do it so well. I mean, you've been a team leader for how long now?
7 years.
Okay, you came in, you took the program by the horns, so to speak. You got involved with understanding the process with the children. You're recruiting. You know, this, well, let me ask you this now. Our program is called Experience Corps.
Right.
And that's you. You bring your experience to the program. How has your experience at Sara Lee helped you in this program?
Let me see. Okay, with Sara Lee, I was a network analyst, and it's like I'm giving back. I'm teaching something. Because at Sara Lee, they was teaching me, and now I'm teaching the kids.
So
something.
you're passing it forward, as
Yes.
they say. You're taking what you've acquired, and now you're implanting in these little young minds, these little young scholars. Because just to believe in somebody just a little bit is powerful.
And
now, let me ask you this question, and maybe you can't answer this. Over the 7 years, how many young scholars do you think you've touched?
the ones that I think I did about 5 of them, really 5.
No, you probably had 100.
Maybe, but personally, I think 5. I mean, I know I had a lot, but I think 5, because, like, right to this day, they still call me, because I have the same number and everything. They still call me, or either they'll come by my house, or if I be sitting outside in the summertime when school is out, and they'll drive past and they'll wave and stuff. And first thing I ask them, how you doing? How's your scores and everything? And they said, can we still come and talk to you? I said, sure, anytime you want to. I said, as long as your mother and father know where you're going, and they give you the okay to come back. But I probably have touched a lot, but personally, 5, I know 5.
Well, let me ask you this now. Have you run across any students that reminded you of you when you were in school?
Yes. Yes.
And what does that do for you?
It's make me want to teach them more, because
What kind of student were you?
I was a good student, but I thought I knew everything, and the teacher seemed like they wasn't challenging me enough. I didn't get in a lot of trouble, but they wasn't giving me enough work. And I used to go home and tell my mother and father, I need more work. I know how to do this. Why they won't give me no more? And then my oldest sister, my oldest sister's 2 years older than me, and she was in 6th grade and I was in 4th grade, yeah. And I told her then, I said, you know what? I'm going to get with you, or I'm going to pass you up. And she motivated me to do better for myself. And I just kept going and kept going, and everything, until finally, when I was in my freshman year in high school, I didn't go to my second year. They gave me a double promotion.
Oh, you did a double? You skipped? You were like that and
Yes.
you skipped, huh? Let your light shine.
And my sister, she was so mad. And I told her, I said, see, I told you, I'm going to be in the same grade with you or I'm going to pass you. And that motivated me more. And my mother, she liked that. And my brother, well, he's so many years younger than me. Him and my sister that's under me, they try to do the same thing, but my brother never did let my sister pass him.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. So now, why do you think these young scholars want to keep in touch with you?
Maybe I think I know they know I can help them, or either I can lead them in the right path.
Well, I mean, we gravitate to those that are encouraging, that motivate us, that care for us, that show that special something that make us feel that we can do anything.
Yeah, and that's what they have told me. They say, well, Miss Berry, we love you because you help us do this, and we want to be around you all the time, and could we stay over here with you?
It shouldn't have to hurt to be a child.
No.
We live in different times now, and, the village has changed.
Yes.
So now, let me ask you this now. So you've got these group of kids that want to call you, that want to see you. How do their parents feel?
I had one parent, she didn't like it at all. Because, first of all, it was her son, and that's all he talked about was me. And when I met her, she said, oh, so you the person that's influencing my child. I said, no. I said, I'm just here to help him. I said, I'm a tutor, and I'm here to help him read or any other work that he do once the tutor leaves and stuff. I said, I'm not trying to influence him to do anything. I said, he just fell in there on me. And I said, I'm not going to turn my back on him.
Well, see, what happens, then not only are you a tutor, you're a mentor as well. And you're emulating the behavior of what we should do. And our young people, if they're not getting it at home,
right,
they're going to get it from somewhere. And the influence, I mean, we as parents, we hope that the influences at home are stronger than the influence of the world. And we send our children to school. And we had a principal on the show. And he said that we, meaning the teachers, the principals, cannot teach these kids alone.
Right.
That the emotional and social support that you, as a tutor and a mentor, bring to the classroom makes all the difference. We have roughly 150 volunteers in our program. We're currently in 29 schools. We're going to be in 30 schools soon, shortly. And you too, if you feel like Hattie feels, you want to make a difference, you have some time, you have had challenges in your life, and you realize that these little people need us, please give us a call. 312-660-8655. 312-660-8655. And you too can join our ranks, make a difference. How are you spending your time? And Hattie, you're spending your time encouraging and motivating these young people to be the best version of themselves. And in turn, they're giving you gratification and making a difference. At this stage in your life, you could choose to stay at home.
Right.
However, you're out there every day. I mean, as a team leader, you're there 4 days a week. Now, what was the main lesson that you can share with us, or share with our viewing audience, that you've gotten from this whole process, this whole program?
I think these kids really need us because they come to school, some of them, they just come there just to be there, and once they get there and realize that the tutors care, and the tutors there to help them and stuff, and then seem like they just light up. Because I know they be saying, oh, Miss Berry, you gotta go. Can the tutors stay here with us? Can they be here with us? Why do they only come 2 days a week? Why can't they come every day? They want us to be there. They want us there. And you get them kids there, they want to learn. And the minute we leave, then they were saying, they're not coming back? I said, yeah, they'll be back next week or either day after tomorrow or whatever. But they want us there.
You said a magic word, caring. Caring is so powerful. When you have someone that cares for you, that cares about you, that believes in you, it makes a difference.
Yes.
Now, have you had one of these students that was labeled as a bad boy or a bad girl, and you find out that they weren't really bad, it's just that they didn't read well.
Yes.
You know, and how did you handle that?
It was two. All they did was fight. They fight each other, or whoever look at them the wrong way, they ready to fight you. And when I first saw it, and they wanted to fight, I said, well, go ahead on, fight. I said...
You didn't break out the boxing gloves?
I said, you ain't gonna do nothing but hurt yourself, and then you both gonna get in trouble. You're gonna go down to the principal office, then your parent gotta come up here. I said, you're not supposed to fight each other. Y'all supposed to be friends, learn from each other. I said, and I'm here to help you. I'm not gonna break you up and stop you from fighting and stuff. If you wanna continue to fight, then you can't be in this program because we're not taking somebody that don't want to learn, and it's a hard learner and a troublemaker. You're not going to be in the program, and once they leave and you out, I said, which I shouldn't have told them. I said, don't ask me for help because I'm not going to help you because you didn't want to do what the tutor tell you to do, and I'm not going to help you. And when I said that, they stopped, they looked at each other, and have no more problems with them since.
So now they were fighting because you think that they didn't read well and you want anybody to know. They were fighting to draw attention.
They was fighting for attention, and they was fighting because they said the word wrong, which I told them, I can't pronounce some words right sometimes. And I said, and if they laugh, so what?
And that's the lesson that we all go through.
Right.
When the class clowns you.
Yes.
And we're embarrassed. Nobody wants to be embarrassed.
And I told them, I said, if you can't pronounce it, you're just going to sit there. I said, I'll tell you, okay, get a pencil and a piece of paper and write the word down. I said, tell me what you don't know right now, but I'm going to tell you how many syllables is in each word, and then this way you can pronounce each syllable. I said, but if somebody laugh at you, don't worry about it. I said, you're just going to do better the next time and stuff. And I said, they laugh at you, you're just going to look at them and say, oh, I got this, and just continue on.
But now, you're a legendary in the school. You've been at 2 schools, and everybody knows you, the students know you, everybody wants you. So let me ask you this now. You've been here 7 years. How long are you going to go? What's your goal? Is it going to be another 7 years, another 20 years? What's your goal for you with this program?
I don't know. I really don't know. I like it, and I want to keep on going. As long as I'm healthy and everything, I want to keep on going.
Okay, we want you to keep on going.
I want to keep on going, and I got the right tutors. I've been had them tutors, all but 2, for 7 years.
Is that right?
And I want to keep the same one. They say, well, we're going to follow you. If you go here, we go in there and this and that. Because like when we left the other school, and they said, well, if they got to split us up, we're not going to do it. So that's when I had talked to Simone and say, she said, no, we're going to keep all y'all together.
You've got a well-oiled machine. The personalities, the goals, the like minds, the caring is so powerful. The reading scores have been incredible. They've been off the charts. Now, how do you feel when you see those reading scores and know that you and your team personally had a hand in that?
Pat myself on the back, and I'll give them gratitude. I congratulate them and everything. Tell them, job well done. Sure do.
That's just fantastic. That's just fantastic. If you're just tuning in, this is AARP Foundation Experience Corps. My name is O.S. Owen, and I am the volunteer recruiter, and we have today in our studio Hattie Berry, a 7-year volunteer who was out there on the front line making a difference. She's in the schools, she's tutoring, she's mentoring, she's recruiting volunteers, she's the team leader. She is busy changing the world. How do you spend your time? Well, Hattie spends her time making a difference. Here we are in 2020, and I call it perfect vision.
Yeah.
You know, the perfect vision that I see is that we have this program in every school that need it. Right. We're in the schools right now that need us the most. We work with the network chiefs, and they identify schools that need us the most, and that's where we are. However, we still need more volunteers. We need men, we need women. And see, when men come into the school, they have a huge impact on the whole school.
Right.
Have you noticed that? What impact do they have?
Oh, man. It's like they walk through the door and the kids sitting down, they ready to learn.
There's a man in the school. There's a man in the school.
They ready to learn. Yes.
So, as we close out here, first of all, let me give a phenomenal shout out to the wonderful and fantastic and phenomenal producer, the black butterfly. And let me
Yeah.
thank you again, publicly for your service, for your works, for your caring, for your concern. It's so powerful and so magical, and you are truly making a difference. And we encourage anyone out there who wants to make a difference, please feel free to give us a call at 312-660-8655. We are the AARP Foundation Experience Corps program, where you can make a difference. You can take your life experience and make a difference. My name is O.S. Owen, and I am the volunteer recruiter for the AARP Foundation Experience Corps. And stay tuned for another edition of AARP Foundation Experience Corps in your community.